Hey everyone, today we're diving into a powerful, mind-shifting topic, the power of silence. In a world that never stops talking, where every second is filled with noise, notifications, and endless distractions, silence has almost become a forgotten luxury. But what if I told you that silence is actually a form of resistance? A spiritual weapon, and the key to rediscovering your deepest self and connection to the divine? We're unpacking the eye-opening ideas from Cardinal Robert Sarah's book The Power of Silence, Against the Dictatorship of Noise. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at silence the same way again. So, hit that like button if you're ready for some quiet rebellion, and let's get into it. Lesson 1. The Noise Crisis. Our modern world is drowning in noise. Not just the literal kind, traffic, music, chatter, but a non-stop flood of information, opinions, advertisements, and social media that clamor for our attention every waking second. Smartphones buzz, TVs blare, podcasts talk, and even silence is filled with anxiety because we're afraid of being alone with our own thoughts. Cardinal Sarah argues that this noise is not just a background annoyance. It's a dictatorship of noise that enslaves our minds and souls. We've been conditioned to fear silence, to fill every gap with sound or distraction. And what's worse, this constant noise numbs our spiritual senses, blinding us to what truly matters. Think about it. When was the last time you sat in complete silence? No phone, no music, no distractions, and just listen to your own heart or the world around you. Lesson 2. Silence as the language of God. According to Cardinal Sarah, silence is not emptiness. It is the language of God. Long before words, before speech, there was silence, the primordial space where creation itself began. Silence is sacred because it opens a doorway to God's presence. The book draws heavily on the wisdom of monastic traditions, where silence isn't just about not talking, it's about listening deeply. The monks and nuns teach us that silence allows the soul to be attentive to God, to reality beyond the chaos of modern life. This is where silence becomes powerful. It's a way to reconnect with the divine presence that is always there, quietly waiting for us to tune in. Lesson 3. The Monastic Witness and the Modern Crisis. In a world addicted to noise, the monastic lifestyle is a radical protest. Monks choose silence not out of fear or boredom, but as an act of love, a way to preserve their relationship with God. Their witness shows us that silence is not weakness but strength. Cardinal Sarah warns that when we lose silence, we lose ourselves. We lose the ability to reflect, to discern truth from falsehood, and ultimately, to experience freedom. Noise manipulates us. It feeds consumerism, distractions, and superficiality. Lesson 4. Inner silence equals inner freedom. One of the most striking points in the power of silence is that true freedom can only be found in silence. When the mind is cluttered with noise, fear, and constant stimulation, it becomes enslaved to external forces. But when we embrace silence, even if only for moments, we reclaim control over our own consciousness. Silence allows us to see clearly, to make decisions based on wisdom rather than impulse, and to heal our fractured souls. Think of silence as a reset button. It restores balance, peace, and clarity in a world designed to keep you off-center. Lesson 5. Silence as resistance. This leads to the most controversial idea in the book. Silence is resistance. In an age where every second is monetized and every voice competes for attention, choosing silence is a bold act. By rejecting noise, you refuse to be manipulated, distracted, or consumed by endless entertainment and advertising. You claim your space and your time back. This is not about shutting down or hiding. It's about reclaiming your power, your mind, and your soul from the noise machine that wants to control you. Lesson 6. Practical ways to embrace silence. So how do we bring silence into our lives in a world that never stops? Cardinal Sarah and other spiritual teachers recommend simple but powerful practices. Daily quiet time, even 5 to 10 minutes away from screens, sitting in stillness, focusing on your breath or a simple prayer. Digital detox, set boundaries on phone use, social media, and constant notifications. Nature walks. Spend time outdoors in natural silence, letting your senses absorb the peacefulness around you. Mindful listening. Practice truly listening to others and to yourself, without planning your next words or distractions. These small steps gradually open a space for inner silence, which leads to greater peace, creativity, and spiritual growth. So, what do you think? Is silence just a nice idea, or a revolutionary tool against the noise that's stealing our souls? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever experienced the power of silence in your own life? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a little quiet in their world. Remember, in a noisy world, silence is not weakness, it's power. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.